It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Packers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This is caught by Williams. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
24, 28, 30, that could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hartman. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you You only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Let's go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a dump off here, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, Wilkinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Man, it's good to see you out there, baby.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys, because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on 1st down. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sandbag at the 16-yard line. Look at this, nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They come up up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Lots of look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 15. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll set up a throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Wilkinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing left side, it's complete. And touchdown!
Let's go!
A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start in the NFC East, a classic matchup here. Dallas visiting the Meadowlands, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. The Cowboys try and hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only the larger than his name, is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the left side. Wilkinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, Wilkinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll run on first down. Wilkinson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, looks like a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. A conversion here on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st down. Wilkinson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1st down, Bulls.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hartman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bulls have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Packers down by 1. 1:11 to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Finding Hardman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. He's back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Packers, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.